take back control of your bookings. Airbnb and Booking.com, as much as they are our friends, they allow us to build our service accommodation business from the ground up. They give us a starting point because they spend millions of pounds on marketing. But if you're at that point in your business now, if you've been like, how do I get more bookings, or how do I get more bookings directly, or you feel like the competition on Airbnb or Booking.com or the other OTA platforms are going higher and higher and higher, then this video is something for you. My name's Adam Hindley. I am a service accommodation entrepreneur. I run a management business and have my own portfolio of properties where 60% of our bookings come into our business directly. And this is because of the systems and the procedures that we use to make sure our business is automated to the best level possible. And in this video today, I'm going to be telling you about what kind of systems and what kind of things you're going to need to make sure that your business is as streamlined as possible. So let's dive into it. I have got a presentation here to show you guys and to go through some little bits, and I really want you to get your head around these things here. So look, Airbnb and Booking.com, they can take 20% of every booking that we get. So normally booking fees are around 15 to 18%, and once there's VAT on top of that, you're looking at around 18 to 20% that's going to potentially be coming off of your revenue, off of your top line, and going straight into Airbnb and Booking.com's pockets. Look, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. These platforms are there for us to grow and build our business, but you also then want to have bookings that are coming in direct, so that can allow you to make more money with your service accommodation business. I say, like, if guests book with you directly, then it's so much better. It's so much easier to manage. You get the payment straight away. There's no kind of delayed payment processing or payment delays. You get that money into your bank account straight away, which you can use on your Stripe account or however which way you take bookings. So it is really important. As Drake's looking really happy about here, we don't want to be paying these commissions forever. We want to build systems and have these things in place to make sure that we can run and operate our business to the best of our ability. So the platform trap, Airbnb and Booking.com, guests will always go to these platforms first because they're so well known. And that is good, that's important. But once a guest knows about your business and knows about the product that you offer, then we want to be able to make sure that we are in control of that a little bit more, and that they become our customer and our client from this basis as well. Because yeah, the OTA platforms, they own the guest relationships, not you. So that if they shut their doors tomorrow, your business doesn't exist. The algorithm changes all the time. You're constantly trying to change your pictures around or change your descriptions to get back on top. The commission fees eat into your profits, and the ability to get repeat bookings from that point of view is so difficult and it's so hard. So we want to make our business thrive that little bit more. So we want to stop losing these 20% commissions, and we want to get the guests to book with us directly. It's so important. So to stop this, what are you going to need? And I think having your own website is going to be vital. It's going to be key to do this first of all. Obviously, you've got search engine optimization and AI optimization now, because when people search for things on Google, and more people are actually searching for things on like ChatGPT and things like that, that you want your business to be something that's coming up. If someone searches accommodation in Birmingham and you've got your platform and your website optimized for AI searches as well as Google searches, there's not that many people doing that right now. So having the advantage of that is going to be really cool. So the tools, obviously you can use something like WordPress, you can use Squarespace, there's Wix, there's all these other platforms that help you build a website and host a website. You can showcase kind of the property images, you can showcase the areas where you operate and stuff as well. And obviously you can optimize this for mobile and things as well, because a lot of like, I think the statistics are like 75% of web visits now is all through like mobile and people looking on the phone. So having this is really important. I bring my CRM system into everything as well. So the way that when our guest comes and stays in our property, we have an email marketing funnel, and I did a video on this recently. You can click on the top corner to watch that. We have an email marketing funnel where the guest books on Airbnb, that goes into the channel manager. We get all of their details from that. That then passes that onto our CRM system, and then once a person checks out, they get 12 weeks worth of email marketing, and I break that down in that video, so take a look at that in the top corner. But our CRM system also hosts your website, so that it's all integrated in one place. You can build funnels on there and stuff as well. You can do email marketing, you can do WhatsApp messaging, you can do all of these different things to keep the touch points with your clients going really well. And I think it is vital and it's really important. So this is our website here, so people can inquire about their stay. So obviously we're pushing them to that. And this is a regular occurrence of things that happen. Like someone could come to a job, they can maybe doing a quote or a survey on the job, they might be there for a couple of days. So they'll stay in one of your properties for a couple of nights. But then if you don't have any touch points or any communication with that guest, then you don't know why they're actually there. And then if they win that job, and they might have to come back and do it in like a week's, 2 weeks time, but then they might be coming, okay, the job's going to take 3 months. If you don't have these touch points and you don't have the communication with the client, then they're never ever going to be able to book with you directly. So this is a way of really, really helping you automate your business to the next level and take it to the next level to get these things going. So obviously having your own website, your own CRM system, your own place to do marketing is vital, because at the end of the day, your own website is going to get more direct bookings. And there's a difference here between having a direct booking website, which some channel managers might give you, and then like a shop window and inquiry site. So like a booking engine, for example. So if we have a look over here and we go on Book Direct, we have a booking engine. Our channel manager system, HostAway, gives us the opportunity for people to kind of search for a property, just have a look at that there, and you can see our property in that area comes up. And great. The pictures of the property are all there. People can inquire about the stays and blah, 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 blah. You can do that from there, but that'll directly integrate from the fact that it comes from our direct booking website. And that'll directly integrate from the fact that it comes from our own website there. Having your own website there is so important. And like I say, the booking engine that you've got, you can have that direct booking engine, or one thing that I like to do is get the inquiries through our normal website, and then we discuss, show the properties, show the people what's going to be right for them, and then we get them to, we just send them an invoice, and then we manually input the reservation. It might seem like it's a little bit extra work, but realistically, you're not only adding a little bit more of a personal touch towards the communication with the guests to build that relationship for the future, but then you're in charge of actually setting up that reservation correctly to make sure that everything's running and operating in the best way. Certain booking engines and channel managers might take a little bit of a fee for bookings going through your direct booking website, and this is obviously 100% direct to you. So obviously the systems that you might use, your booking systems, your Lodgifies, your HostAway, Hostful, Smoobu, Zeevoo, Avivo, there's loads of different Guested, there's loads of different ones out there. But because they sync all of your calendars together, it's really important as a part of a tool to have. So you've got your website, which is like your shop window and getting your inquiries through. And then you've got your booking engine and your booking site, your channel management system, which will then bring all of these bookings into one place, which is really, really good. And then the kind of the next phase of going on to things is like when you're looking at like taking deposits off guests and making sure people like the bank transfer you a deposit, or they might pay it into Stripe, and then you've got a hold on this money in Stripe and you don't really know what you're doing with it, or you might not even do the deposits at all. Then having the booking engine or having other systems that integrate with this that manage it all is really, really important and really cool. And if you guys want to know more about the systems and the automations and stuff that we use for this, then join the school community, because I've got all the information on this in there as well. You can join for free. All you need to do is hit the link below. You can start a 7-day free trial, and I do group coaching calls on there as well. We do 3 group coaching calls a week, and every Wednesday we do one you guys are going to be able to jump on 8 until 9 p.m. So definitely hit the link below and join that school community. Get your free trial started. And obviously, if you want to get more involved with everything that we offer and how we help people build and systemize all of this, then you can do that too. So obviously, taking away of having secure payments where people can pay online, whether it's through a CRM system like the multi-hub system that we use, or whether it's through the actual channel manager itself, it's a great way to do it, to authorize the deposits, to get the money up front for your stays. Like if someone pays for a stay through Airbnb or booking.com and they're paying for a stay in 2 months' time, then you're not going to get paid out until like the day after they arrive on Airbnb, or like a few days after they check out on booking.com. And that can be a massive pain. If you've only got a few properties, that can be a massive pain for cash flow and like paying rent and paying bills and things like that. If we can work this in the right way and we can start getting more clients directly into our business, we're going to have that cash flow on the front end, because people have to pay before they actually check in, which is really, really good for me. So again, if someone wants to go out there and change my mind about this, then go for it. But getting paid instantly, directly into your bank account, is far better than doing it through OTA platforms. I mean, I don't think there's any argument there really, but if there is, change my mind, because Airbnb will take a massive commission. It's going to take longer if you actually get the money in the first place. And you can't do any marketing to these people through these platforms directly after the stay. And these are some of the key things that we really want to kind of dive into and make sure that we know what we're doing. So going into things a little bit further, and another thing that we can do is we can start using AI to automate elements of this process. So AI is not going anywhere. And I've done a video on guest communication and how we use AI for guest communication in this video here. So you can click on that video on the screen, or you can click on the I button in the top corner to have a look at that. But guest communication is something that it takes a lot of time, and you're obviously always on edge about it as well. So if you can automate that process and you can look at, okay, well, how can we actually, the guest replies and it's a really, really basic message. What is the Wi-Fi code? Do we have a system that can just send that code across? If the question is a little bit more complex, like the boiler's not working, how do we operate and manage that? How can we use that side of the communication there? So yeah, there's a lot of different things where you can automate the communication. You can have AI involved in this as well as like sending out guest guides and understanding the check-in detail side of it. And rather than manually sending all of this information on the day that someone checks in, we've got different ways to look at that too. And I'm going to be diving into more and more of this stuff as time goes on, because it's a game-changing system. It's really, really good to help you scale your service accommodation business, because exactly here is like, I bet a lot of you feel like this. You just sat sending check-in instructions, replying to guest messages, and you feel like, I was meant to have my dream job here. I was meant to have my dream business, but all I've done is I've ended up with another job. And I've got a job that rather than I was working 9 to 5, now I'm working 24/7. These kind of things are really important for you to think about and consider about how you can automate your business to the next level. And this is my favorite bit, and this is one of my topics that I really love. When you actually get the system set up correctly, you create your own database of clients. And like, if I show you this here, and we go on to our system here, and I go into contacts, and if we look at this here, I have got 3,140 contacts in our CRM system, and all of these are people that have stayed in our properties previously that we've got in our database now. We've got their actual emails, not the booking.com emails. We've got their phone numbers, and we can email market to them, and we can call them or use WhatsApp messaging to market to these people in a way that's going to help our business thrive in the best way possible. So it's really, really cool, and it's really important to have that direct marketing database, to do email campaigns and to do different things like that. And again, the CRM system that we use here that I was just showing you also has a massive focus on marketing. So we can schedule social media content, we can do email marketing and send out emails, and we can automate a lot of that process. So like, we can do a business day after checkout, 12 weeks of email marketing, 12 weeks of emails going out to that person after they stay in our property. When they think about accommodation, or they think about Airbnb, or they think about needing somewhere to stay whilst they're working away in the future, they're going to think of us because we're at the forefront of their mind, because we've been emailing them and we've been touching base with them and we've been sending them WhatsApp messages and everything to keep them at the front of our mind. So having these systems in place is so important and is so vital. And if you're not doing this yet, I would seriously consider looking at different ways you can do it. And we break all of this down in the school community if it's things that you're wanting to implement a little bit more now. So you can't pay Airbnb commissions on repeat guests if they book with you directly next time. And this is exactly what we're trying to do with that, and what we're trying to build out, and what we're trying to show you guys is actually possible. So yeah, it gives you that chance. The 100% of the revenue that you take is your money. The guests that stay in the property are now your clients, they're not Airbnb's clients. And scaling without the OTA fees is going to be huge for your business. That's going to allow you to build to the point of where I'm at, where like 60 to 70% of my bookings are coming through directly. Because look, if I look here and I look on the direct bookings that we've got here, 62.9% of these bookings have come through our channels directly. And this is just this year. So this is in 2026 so far. So if you're wanting to build out that kind of level of continuity in your business and that level of direct communication with your clients, then these are the systems that you need to put in place. Obviously, we don't want to shun away and not use Airbnb and booking.com. They're great for bringing new people into our business, for us filling up our calendars and filling up the gaps. but we want to be able to have that element of direct bookings and being able to really build our business in the best way. If you guys are wanting to learn more about doing this and really leveling up your business in the right way, then I massively recommend you coming over and joining the school community. So if you want to come over and join the school community, it'd be great to have you in there, but we've got everything from how to market your property for longer term bookings, how to set up a service accommodation business, how to scale your service accommodation business and implement these systems, how to use AI and some of the AI tools that we use within our business. And we also have 3 group training calls every single week. So you can come in, start a free trial and get access to the community for the first 7 days for free. And then we do have some other options if you want my support and my help to help you scale. So getting your service accommodation business in a position of where you can scale and where you have your own clients is so important. And using some of the tools that we've talked about in this video is going to be such an important phase for you to really dive into to scale that business. So if you're interested, I'll see you in the school community. If you've got any other topics you would like me to cover about automations, about AI, about how to run and operate your service accommodation business and get longer term bookings, then definitely comment them down below, because I'm making more and more videos on this. We're going to release 2 videos a week for the time being, so make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. YouTube is going to put a video on the screen right here which we think that you might like, so go over and watch that one next, and I'll see you guys very soon.